into the industry, and that's what we'll do. Yes, you just made some comments about friendly taxes, so I'll come back and answer that. Tiliwa Adibajo, thank you very much. Sports. I even have 20 promoters inside this place, and the governor is ready to also form a club. Technically, I will make money out of it when I retire. But the truth is this: we need to involve ourselves in sports development to save our youth. A balanced child has to be mentally okay, and then also to be smart on the street. That's the message. It's not something we must neglect. And then there's also money there. You know, Lagosians, they're very excited about real estate. That's what they like. Nobody wants to do hard stuff. But sports, will find a way to actually showcase. I'm ready to intervene. And that's why we're doing this Onikon Stadium. It's already on. We'll deliver it by January. And the whole idea is to ultimately create a games village along the Lekki-Epe axis around Pan-African University. I'm willing to give landed property for free. If you can build me a games village, I'll give you real estate property to build around the games village. It's win-win. And then, you know, anywhere there is sports, there's always real estate around it. And it's just win-win for everybody if we look at that. Chief Olatubosu, thank you very much, sir. I take that, and I also take that all the cabinet members should actually let us have a structured way of creating this kind of pally so that we can take full advantage of what it is. You know, normally we used to have what we call corporate assembly, which they've been doing in the past once every year, but we've increased it to 2. This is just a special one. So obviously we meet corporate Lagos sometimes end of May or end of November again. But there are still specialized ones that Ministry of Commerce should take advantage of. Mr. Napoleon, thank you very much. What comfort can we give to investors when we say that the infrastructural deficit is 19 years to go? So please, Mr. Napoleon, as much as you cannot tell me what will happen to you in 3 years' time, 5 years' time. So everything is on the scale of probability and risk. But what we can say, by the trajectory of what you have witnessed in Lagos in the last 20 years, it is very clear that if we were supposed to do a risk analysis, we can say the future of Lagos is likely better than any other investment environment. You never knew that you ever come across me, and neither did anybody know that the last governor will do tremendously well just over and above what was meant. So we do not intend to say that anybody coming after Ambode can never be better than him. That's a lie. It's a big lie. Because the variables and the circumstances and the factors, they are totally different. And that's the thing we're talking about, the DNA of leadership. Everybody comes with his own leadership style. But the truth is that people believe that there must be the same template about governance. It's a lie. It's a lie. So when you're thinking about the future, the thing is always to think positive, that it will always get better. Yes, we were in recession, and then Nigeria went out of recession. Who told you that the exchange rate cannot crash in another 2 years? Depending on the variables that we interplay. That's how it works. So obviously, you tell your investors, we are here, we are going nowhere. And then we own Lagos proudly. If you are passionate and proud about Lagos, it can never get worse. So that's the passion we bring to it. And you can tell your investors. Beyond that, we are very strong on judicial sector reforms. You are protected. You look at it in the last 2.5 years, we have done everything to make sure that the laws protect everybody. I don't want to miss out one that you said that, how do we block leakages? I used to be part of the system. Yes, I had worked in Lagos State before becoming governor. I'm an insider, and that's why it's easier for me to make reforms in the public service. Yes, I'm not going to deny that. That's the truth. If you have been Auditor General and you have been Accountant General, you should know where the leakages are. Your Excellency. So obviously, the truth is this, we have improved. But again, we have to use technology to block leakages. We're already engaged with Thomson Reuters. We believe our land administration system is not efficient. If we say we are allowing people to pay from the comfort of their homes, they should be able to pay those land fees or whatever, or permits from the comfort of their home. That's what is happening everywhere else. But you know what? It comes at a cost. If you are going to engage Thomson Reuters, you can check it. If you want to have EGIS, it's at a cost, it's open. Since 2016, we have signed a contract worth over 15 billion to be able to stop once and for all this issue of land theft. It does not help us. So, and we have enemies because they are entrenched institutional corruption. But who cares anyway? At the end of the day, they will still abuse me. But the major thing is to be able to do the rightful thing. If you are able to own your COO and you go to sleep, I've done something. So we're using technology to do land permit, to also do your permit for construction and every other area. Once we're able to finish that technology, everybody will be able to know what to pay from the comfort of their homes. So as we are reducing it, we're investing on blocking it. And like I said, you know what? You really don't speak out most times until a product is ready. Because you have to think about it, you have to process it, you have to plan it, and then before you now implement it. Unlike when you do something, and then you know we're very quick to also say that something is not working because the expectations are too high, and that's what you referred to the other time. Now that we have raised the bar, can I sustain it? But the truth is that I wasn't designed for the bar. That's the truth. We are just doing it. Somebody else will do it better than us. So we try to block all those. Mrs. Tyro, thank you very much. We have to support the waste management companies. I will personally find a way to engage and make sure, because the bottom line is to keep the younger ones off the streets. Their own is not about the FXO, and their own is not about 100,000 per month. That daily bread that takes the wife and the child off the streets. So the more we engage those smaller business, the better for us to be able to sleep in Banana Island. But that's the strategy across sectors. We must engage those small, younger ones, 3,000 per day, 5,000 per day. You know, the artisans, the bricklayer, the shoemaker. Let them just get 3,000, go to sleep, have breakfast, through 200 naira, and then they are hopeful that the future will be all right. That's just the social fabric that we're experiencing. Yeye Shobajo, thank you very much on the issue of CSR. We've tried as much as possible. We're scaling so I believe strongly that CSR should be structured. If you go to South Africa, there's a law on CSR that is actually structured. It's not this buy one, get three. What's that? But it's structured so that we give the ones that really need it the CSR that they really require. That's the way we should think. And each time you do it, you're actually touching lives. I think all of us are very religious, right? And so let's touch a soul using the CSR structurally. It's okay, but that's the truth. Same thing as Mrs. Cynthia, we need to support the indigenous companies and then the space to allow them to talk about. Yes, if that question from Facebook did not come, this rumor is not a rumor.